All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the smells in a 5-star hotel, and I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set, 50, plant. Here we go, D.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, my 7. Let's go, baby. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go, here we go. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Army, Army. Army, Army. Mike's 49. Hey, Alpha. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hank. Bang, 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 bang.
Operating from the gun. Lawson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
21 yards.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Lawson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go now. 30 base. 29's the mic. Exit, exit. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawson. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Back, back, back. Eddie Weapon.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
McKenzie now to return it. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check, check, block it.
Now Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On third down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. To return is McKenzie. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And a Bengal first down.
Ready. Ten Lobo. I know he ain't got it. Fire.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawson. He gets this one to Boyd. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Bengals.
15, 9, 59. Crunch time, defense. Hey, 2.
On 1st and 10, Lawson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 14, Bills nothing.
Second and 3. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off play action. Lawson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A give, Singletary right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake. Lawson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Lawson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
57's Mike. Mike 57. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Lawson airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On third down, Lawson. Complete to his tight end Sample. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Got it.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his man. This is Jackson. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Greystone, Travis. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, exit. Ready?
Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
It's our field. Fair. You go tight. You go. Mike 35. Now.
From the gun, Lawson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Gay on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't think you got it, son.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again. Lawson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
35's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawson. Open man is Ross, complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
35's the mic. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Mike 35, let's go.
On 1st down, Lawson. The quick slant caught. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string some. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run a draw now with Singletary, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back at his own 8-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got it complete to Rodgers. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set 50, plant. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawson, he completes it to Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Rabbit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
His throw caught at about the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 8, read. 49's the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, Foxtrot. Check three. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Lawson eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, they're scared.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, but now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike's 49. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 30 base. Right there.
This is Howard on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
26, check 26. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
60 or. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Big grip.
A draw play. Bernard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
91. 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slam. Hey, Sam on. 5.
Running with Howard. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch that.
Now Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
It's a party now.
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go with Howard again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Blue draw quarters. We got to get this stop here, D. Check the backer, check the backer. He's coming, he's coming. Look, squeeze. Ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 20.
The Bills on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
McKenzie now to return it. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And an alley to run. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the screen.
Singletary again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Set, ready. Get the flag. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 4 down. 4 down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. To return is McKenzie. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I'm